Hello everybody, I'm going to take you on a quick little tour of what we're doing and we'll get started. So this is Flambeau's first virtual tasting. We're going to see how this works out. And still a lovely day here. And these are your hosts for the evening. Normally you see me at tasting, sometimes Nicole. So you don't often get to see these guys. So they are owners of Flambeaux and they have been with us the entire way, so they're going to do a lot of your hosting today. Okay, is everybody hearing okay? Can somebody just give me a thumbs up if you're hearing it okay? Okay, turn your volume down, Nee. All right.
There we go.
I think I see Pa Jude. We have some people here wanting to join in live. We will join you in live in a little bit, but for now, I thought I'd just kind of explain why we're doing this and what we're doing. So just so you guys know, the concept behind the virtual tasting is that we were supposed to be in New Orleans for the New Orleans Wine and Food Experience this week. Unfortunately, that was canceled for obvious reasons. So we thought what we'd do is do a tasting here at the vineyard and let you get to know some of the owners and let you get to know this wine. We're doing the 2014 Sonoma Cabernet tonight, which is our first vintage, and it's a lovely wine. It's really kind of taking off right now, so we'll get into that. But in the meantime, let's get to know these folks here. I'm going to start with the big man, and he could talk anytime.
I'm Steve Murray, Sr., Art's dad.
All right,
I'm Patty Murray.
This is kind of like your principal hostess here.
I'm the hostess because they thought that I would kind of have a little bit too much to wine and that would really make it fun.
And you guys, she hasn't even started drinking yet.
No,
this is
haven't.
good. So here we go. There's D Miles. I see D Miles joining. Okay, Nicole, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Well,
Start with grade school.
Start with elementary school, work your way through.
Lake Charles, Louisiana. I'm Art's wife, Nicole, and we managed this all together, the four of us, and we moved here from Louisiana almost 5 years ago. I'm originally from Lake Charles, Louisiana, and moved to New Orleans later in life.
We see some Lake Charles folks on here. We're definitely going to connect with them soon. We're going to get started drinking soon, but I just want to tell you guys a little bit about the format. We'll probably go around 30 minutes, but if we're having fun, we'll go longer. If it's going terribly, we'll go shorter. And look, there you go. So here's the first example of things that can go wrong. There will be back noise. Stella's going to bark. We'll probably have internet problems. We'll have kids coming out. It's going to be a wild ride, but we're going to make the most of it. So I am looking at some of the comments here, just saying hi to everybody. There's somebody from Miami, I believe. All right. We're going to get rolling. So we have decanted this 2014 Sonoma, and that is our first vintage, and it's not this property. It's actually a property I'm going to show you on the map here. The Casada Vineyard right by Jack London State Park. So if I'm pointing correctly, it's right around here. We are here. That's where it comes from. Sonoma Valley is a wonderful place to make Cabernet, and we're really excited about this one. It's just started to take off, but let's see what... and by the way, one more thing. When we do tastings, it's very informal. It's like you're sitting around with friends. We drink a lot. We're not going to sit there and talk about barrels and oaking and aging, but you're welcome to ask, and we will certainly answer.
And we spit no wine out.
Okay, and we do not waste wine. Don't waste the bow.
I have a question. Does the narrator get to have wine?
Oh, I'm going to have wine. Okay. Don't worry about that.
So, a request for Stella. Should we call for her?
A request for Stella. Yeah, we can do that. Hold on. Stella!
Stella, come!
Oh, here she comes. Okay. There she is. Everybody say hi to Stella.
Hi, baby.
She's joined the tasting, checking on everyone like she does. They're all okay. Okay, but let's turn to the wine a little bit, and then we're going to join some people in who want to get in the video feed. But let's start with Steve, and you've had this wine since it first came out, so just tell us kind of what you think about it. What do you like?
Well, it's a very nice wine, and like most wines in the bottle, it changes over time, and it's drinking particularly good now, so I'm enjoying it.
Let's see what Patty thinks. This is Judge Patty, by the way.
I like it very much, and we come up here to the big house from the bungalow most nights and sit around and have a glass of wine with Art and Nicole. So we've tasted all of the wines. I have to say this is one of my favorites. I think it's probably perfect right now.
So you mentioned the bungalow. Are you saying that there's a house that we put you in because we don't want to deal with you?
Yeah, you could call it a mother-in-law cottage, but it isn't even a cottage. It's just like a bedroom and a bathroom.
It's all right. You guys are you're okay down there? All's well?
We're fine. Actually fine. It's been really nice being here with you all.
Oh, thank you. All right, and Nicole.
Well, the Sonoma Valley has really become one of my favorites recently. I've always really liked it, but the last few times we've drank it, it has really kind of just come into its own and taken off, and so.
All right. So I'm gonna, for fun, let's see what people are drinking. I'm going to ask if you have comments on what you're drinking, and it doesn't have to be Flambeaux, guys. Drink something. The point is, this is a community event. We're just having fun together, doing a tasting virtually. So if you're drinking, I don't care what it is, just tell us, comment, that's fine. I've got a few people who want to join in, so I'm going to add them to the video feed, and we will do our best to respond to everyone's questions. So hold on. Okay, we're going to go live with Brian Goodmanson, if it works. Issues, we'll see. Let's see if he's available. We're waiting on him. Let's see. And he's got about 60 seconds, and then he's off. Is he there? Brian, this is your last shot, buddy. All right. Brian goes bye-bye for now. We'll get him in a bit. Let's see. Matt Welty. Let's see if it worked for Matt Welty. Might take a second to get him to join in. Oh, look at D. Miles is drinking the Silver Oak Napa. Oh, here we go. There he is. Matt Welty.
Yo!
The famous Matt Welty. Can you guys see him? Oh, look at that. Hey, Matt.
Hey, guys.
So this is a community event. We're all like having fun and having some drinks. What are you drinking, buddy?
I am drinking a 2016 Flambeaux Reserve Cab.
Oh, Reserve Cab. He's breaking out the big guns, man.
With the Corbin. So that
I noticed your Corbin. That's smart, right?
Yeah.
Save it. Save it. What do you think about that one? I'm just curious.
Well, it's the first time I've had it, actually. And it's breathing on the fly, right? So the bottle's not open. So like Steve Sr. said, over time, it's really opening up. I really like it, actually. In fact, this cork is probably coming out, and the rest of the bottle is going to disappear before the night's over.
I like that attitude. I like it a lot. Have you had this 14 Sonoma? I'm actually curious. As a member of the wine club, I think that you would have access to it.
I don't think I've had it yet.
Okay, well, we're going to have to. By the way, for those that don't know, Matt is from Healdsburg, so he's right here. He comes up to the house a lot. You know, he's a frequent visitor at the vineyard, and we'd like him to come up and try this 14 Sonoma.
My wife is totally mocking me right now behind me.
Let's see her.
She's like, what are you doing?
So put her on camera. She's going to freak out. Do it.
No, I'm not doing that.
All right, buddy. I'm going to try to tap in some other people, but we will talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, man. Bye.
Cheers.
All right. Here we go. I might have kicked Matt off permanently, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's exactly my point. All right, let's see who we got here. I think this is one Corey Ayub, Nicole's sister. We'll give full disclosure. There's Chloe Duval. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey.
So, for those that don't know, this is Nicole's younger sister, Corey, her father, Richard, and her stepmom, Caprice.
Welcome to St. Joe, Louisiana.
Yeah, we're already half bottled down.
What are you doing in St. Joe, Richard?
I'm having a great wine,
And did we tell you to say that?
Every time I take a taste of this wine, it really expresses a Louisiana tradition of la joie de vivre, the joy of life, and les bons temps roulés, me let the good times roll.
Let them roll, buddy.
Let them roll with this
I
great
love it. What
wine.
do you,
I'm very proud of it.
By the way, Richard, D. Miles just said, my Lebanese brother, Richard.
Oh, yes, exactly. D, I hope you're doing well.
There it is. And
Yeah.
Caprice, what are you guys
What do you
drinking
have
tonight? I
left,
can't even
Flambeaux?
see.
Everything. We're drinking.
Everything. Okay, well.
Nicholas joined in. Hey, Nicholas.
Oh, hey, Nicholas. All right, so.
He's as giddy as the goat.
Oh, Jitty is the goat. He is the goat.
Yes.
So that's the 2014, excuse me, that's 16 Redwood Hill backwards.
2016.
Backwards
Yeah.
on my screen. But that
That's a very special wine.
that is a special wine. I don't know if you guys know, but that's the wine. That vineyard was in Fountain Grove. It's a beautiful vineyard, but it did sustain some serious damage in the 17 Tubbs fire. So we're no stranger to crazy times, but I will say that that is a beautiful wine, and we're glad that we got a piece of it before that vineyard went away.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Corey, how's your knee doing? I think everybody should know that you're in recovery here.
Knee is doing fine. The wine definitely helps.
Yes.
Pain management.
Yes,
But-
it does. Can we confirm that you're over 21, please, for the record?
Yes, I am over 21 years old. I know,
Fantastic.
You're probably like, what is she doing at a wine tasting?
So you guys are going to have a great time in St. Joseph, I'm sure. Richard, you're going out in the water, buddy?
No, I don't believe I'm self-quarantined right now.
Self-quarantined. I got it. All right.
No, I tell you what, we're on a beautiful Louisiana lake. It's a beautiful sunset outside, and we have this Flambeaux. We're just as happy as we can be. So,
Isn't this the whole point, though, guys? This is the point. Is to this is what we want to do. We want to sit. We can't be together. We're going to do it this way. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some drinks together, and I'm just glad that you guys are safe and healthy.
Yes.
well, thank you, and we are safe. Thank God we're healthy, and we're going to get through this thing like everybody else in the country.
We all will, and we're gonna do it together as a community. So I really appreciate you guys jumping in. I'm gonna add somebody else in. Just we'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, let's see who else we got here. Coming around. Remember, I told you I'm gonna mess it up. I'm already messing it up. So
That's okay.
here we go. Here we got Brian. Let's see if we can get Brian back again. We're waiting on Brian Goodmanson from the state of Minnesota, by the way, guys. There he is.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, man. How are you?
Up here in cold Minnesota.
Cold Minnesota. How cold is it?
Oh, it's about 25.
It's 39.
Oh, it's
That's warm,
39.
right?
39. That's warm for us.
39.
Yeah.
Brian, did you see that D Miles is on?
I saw that D Miles was on.
Yeah, we got a few lawyer friends. So Brian is a lawyer friend as well as a fan of Flambeaux. He's a club member. He's been a club member. He's one of the first 10, I think. He's in the super core company. So
I hope so.
what you drinking, buddy? Oh wait, somebody just asked where your tracksuit is, Brian.
You know what? I am wearing a Gophers top, but the bottoms there's no tracksuit yet.
Oh man, I missed the tracksuit. Well, I'm glad you guys are safe. Tell us what you're drinking there, buddy.
2014 Flambeaux Sonoma Valley, my favorite.
Oh wow, you went with the wine of the day. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
And you've had this one before because I know your ordering history and you like this one. I've seen you order it. What is it you like?
My allocation for the spring was all 2014 Sonoma again. It's
Tell us
an
why.
awesome
I'm
wine.
curious. Why are you focused on that one?
You know, from day one, you remember that when we used to have these debates back in the day. I think they're all great, but this one is the best to me. It's from the first time we ever had it, it was one of the best wines I've ever tasted, and it's still that way. A lot of other good ones out there that Flambeaux makes, but this is my favorite.
I love it. It's really come a long way, and you know, Brian, it's from the Jack London State Park area, so. Next time you're out here, we'll have to check it out. It's just beautiful over there, and it's a great place to get Cabernet.
Wonderful.
Where's your lovely
wife? Thanks for having me on here.
I think I saw her for a second. I want to see her again. But
there's right there.
There she is. Hello, Minnesota.
Hi.
All right, we'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining in.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot.
See you, buddy. Thanks, man.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, see you.
All right. So I think we're up. We have a request. Hold on. I like these requests. You guys, anybody that wants to join via live video, just do the request, okay? It's at the top of your feed. And I am going to add in, I got two here. I'm going to add in Jen Mccoy. All right, Jen Mccoy coming in. We have a question. What mountain range is that in the distance that you can see from the, let's see, is that Jen? Hey!
Yes, we're here. We have a
Look at this
crew.
crowd. Oh my goodness.
We're from Boston, Charlestown.
Boston.
Representing.
I love it. I love it. You guys have, I've known the Jen McCoy name for a while now, right?
We post every time we do our Flambeaux Friday. We got to post it up.
You absolutely do, and we appreciate it. And I just think it's awesome to have fans like you guys. So just tell us what you're drinking. I don't care what it is.
Oh, no. We would not be drinking anything but you guys. So let's be serious. We're starting here.
Okay, it always appears backwards. I see Dry Creek Valley 2014. Okay, good. And when it's backwards, it's hard.
And then the one that's holding the phone is the 2015 cab from Sonoma Valley.
Oh, you have two open.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to run out. We weren't sure when we were going to get on.
We like to taste test them.
Yeah.
No, I love it. So let me ask you this. The 14 Dry Creek, that's this property. And there's no right answer, but do you have a preference? I'm curious.
I prefer the Sonoma.
And I like the 14 Dry Creek.
You know what's funny is if we do tastings, I'm telling you, it is 50-50 on those two. Dry Creek Valley is a great cab valley. You know, it's kind of known for Zinfandel, but it's beautiful cab. It's just a little bit harder to make out here, but you can make something great. But then Sonoma is just a great cab area.
Yeah, you guys are nailing it. And I have to tell you, I also really love to start with your Chard.
Oh, okay, good. You know, the Chard needs some love. And let me just tell you, we're known for cab, right? But
you're getting it from me, my friends.
All right.
Fridays, you come off the mountain skiing, and you nail that Chard to start.
The people in the background are fantastic.
My babysitter, she's crushing it.
Repping the white wine. White wine.
Oh, yeah. We've got the whole crew.
I love it.
Babysitter, sister, babysitter, boyfriends, husband. We are all here.
You know, you guys are awesome. And you know what? We all got to do this together. I think it's fantastic that everybody's having some fun. I'm going to patch in. We love seeing you guys. I'm going to patch in somebody. But please ask any questions you have. And I cannot thank you enough for jumping on.
You got it.
All right, guys. All right. And let's see here.
Someone asked what the mountain range was.
Yeah, sorry. Before I patch in one Jude Bear, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this mountain range. So this is actually the Mayacamas mountain range. So it's one of the few spots, actually, where you can see all the major peaks at once. So you've got Geyser Peak there, if you can look dead center. And you got Cobb Mountain, and then way over here is St. Helena. So come visit, come taste, and you'll see this stuff live. And you get to see Stella and these lovely people. And we're going to get them back into the discussion. Let me just add in Jude, because this is always a good time. Here we go. Jude Bear.
With a name like that, how can you go wrong?
Jude Bear coming in hopefully soon. Let's see. Okay, we're waiting on Jude. He's going to come in. I can feel it. There he is!
What's up,
this
guys?
is the Louisiana man in every way, shape, and form. Jude, tell us about yourself, buddy.
Oh, God. Well, I know Nicole from years back.
Wait, repeat?
I said I know Nicole from years back.
Yeah, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah. How did you find out about Flambeaux?
From Nicole, actually.
And you've been a club member, I think, pretty close to the very beginning.
Yeah,
and
pretty early
have been one of our best Flambeaux Friday posters. So for those of you that don't know, on Fridays, Flambeaux, we just have a tradition. You make sure you drink some Flambeaux, but also take a picture. It can be anything fun, interesting, what you're doing, and we just love to post it. And Jude always comes up with some creative ideas, no doubt. So, Jude, actually, just a bit of a personal note. Now, you are working at the hospital. You came back for this, huh?
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad then, is what I'm saying.
No, not too bad. We're
okay,
just kind of not doing too many elective surgeries right now, but just trying to lay low.
Good. I'm just glad to hear it's not pandemonium over there. Well, tell us what you're drinking, buddy.
Tonight is the Zen.
Oh, okay. See, that's good. So everybody's been kind of breaking out the cab because we're doing this cab tasting. Tell us about what you like about the Zen.
Well, actually, I got to throw it out there. It's Adrian's favorite out of all the wines that you guys put out. That's her favorite.
I love it.
And it's one of my favorites. But I did want to throw out that the 2014 that you guys are talking about tonight, I think we still have Adrian's hiding off in the background. She was playing board games all day with the kids, social distancing. I think we have maybe 9 bottles of the 14.
What?
Under pristine conditions, and I may open one up this weekend as a little celebratory, can't go anywhere, stay home type of deal.
You were smart to stockpile, buddy. We have about less than 5 cases of that in the library. And the library is, so if you're a club member, you can still get to those old wines.
Yeah, we have 9 or 10 bottles.
Once we shut them down, that's it. So only guys like Mr. Jude Hebert can get that wine still. But he's got 9 bottles, so I know I'm going to his house next time I'm in Lake Charles for sure.
Bring it.
Jude, we're going to have some gumbo. I know you like gumbo with that Zin, right?
That's right there.
That is it. That is it. Look at that. Oh, man. Well, I want to try your gumbo too, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, we miss you guys, and we miss Adrian. I guess she doesn't want to be on camera.
She doesn't want to be on, but she sent me a text whenever I was at work this morning when it came up, and she wanted me to be sure to relay the message that you guys really need to work on a sparkling.
A sparkling. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Let's just add to the plate. I love it.
Add to it.
I love it. Well, you know what? It is not off the radar. It's just on the edge of it. One day. Look, we're going to keep adding. We're going to keep doing interesting stuff. But we're at 1,500 cases. We're going small and just a little bit of time. But that's going to happen. I promise you.
Sweet.
All right, man. Well, look, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm going to just kind of finally respond to some of these comments. All right, buddy.
All right,
See
guys.
you soon, buddy.
Bye-bye.
All right, there goes Jude, one of our favorites. All right, so we're back to the tasting, and you can see. Yeah, by the way, I'm just telling you, at 5:22, this vineyard pops.
Go get him, Stella.
Oh, by the way, wait. There she goes. So this is what happens when Stella hears anything. She just goes running, and she's attacking something now. So we'll let her do that. When she comes back, we'll trick her again. It'll be fun. All right. So anyway, back to the scenery. This is what you get to see when you come taste at the vineyard. And let's see. People are talking about getting their shipments. This is great. What I want to see more of is more drinking. So can I have some wine? I would love some wine. Thank you. There you go.
Mom will pour you some wine.
Oh. Okay, I think Nicole's getting the edge here. Fantastic. And, to our friends in Boston and our friends in Lake Charles and Minnesota and here in Healdsburg, I hope you're all drinking. I hope everybody watching this is drinking something. And look, if you don't want to be on camera, no one's offended, no one's hurt, but why don't you just kind of throw me a comment and I will make a point. Brian said, get it, Nicole. I think he thinks you're drinking pretty. There's somebody liking the Flambeaux. There you go. So look, you guys can comment. I am not offended. If you're drinking something other than Flambeaux, I'd love to hear what it is and why. Look, we support our friends that make wine, no matter who they are, where they are, no matter how big, how small. We have some friends, by the way. If you enjoy this tasting, our friends at Smith Story are doing a tasting on Saturday. They're calling it Saturday Night Live. So I don't know what the format is or how they do it, but you should check it out. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be the new normal for a while, but you know what? It's not so bad. So let's see. I'm going to take a sip here. Okay. And we'll see.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
We all have to shelter in place or just basically stay home. And it's kind of nice at the end of the day to get together and sit down and have a glass of wine with family or whoever's there. Or if you're by yourself, have a glass of wine. It sure helps getting through this. The more wine you drink, the easier.
Hey, guys.
No matter what happens, drink your wine.
Guys, I want you to know that she's had like 2 sips, all right? She's had like 2 sips. But making fun of Mom is just something we do. It's okay. We love her. It's all part of the experience. In fact, we all make fun of each other. Nicole makes fun of me all the time. I make fun of her. I mean, we don't make fun of Serious Steve too much. So I got a couple of messages here. I'm just reading them. I got from Anna Michael Ayub. Tell us about the reserve that we didn't get to taste when you have a minute. That's fair. That's fair. So, by the way, the reserve is a club-only item, guys. It's only because we make 50 cases of it, and it's just super, we don't have a lot. So if you want it, join the club. We will get you some. You have a six-bottle lifetime maximum, but I promise you it's worth it, and we'd love to hear what you think when you try it. But, Dad, you've had the reserve. What do you think of the 16 reserve, our first reserve?
You want it for wine. I think it needs a little more time.
Sure. So that's a good point. That one is aged 100% new French oak. It's our two favorite barrels from our two favorite French cooperages. And so it remember, guys, when you put it on oak for a long time, French oak in particular, it takes a while for it to sort of turn and get into where it wants to be. It's certainly drinkable now, but I recommend at least a 2 to 3 hour decant, and then you can see where it's going to be in time. In about 5 years, that wine is going to be crazy good. So,
do those things that you can put wine through that's supposed to aerate it, does that substitute for decanting, or do you still need to do both?
It sort of helps, but I'm just a true believer, and I think Brian Goodmanson, who's on here, we've talked about it a million times. He'll decant for like 6 hours. Now, I think an hour is great. If you have the time, 2 would be great, especially for that 16 reserve. But let me read some of these comments here. We got, okay, so more Miss Patty from Carla Lippincott. She wants more Miss Patty. So I'm just going to zoom in. And wow, tell Carla something. Tell her something good.
Carla, we missed the parish. We got takeout yesterday. It was great. You guys are wonderful, and I can't wait for you to get back. I know it's going to work out.
That's a really good point. So we can't wait for all – I'm going to go back a little bit so you can see all 3 people. We can't wait for all of our restaurant friends to be back in business and flowing and just – they carry our wine. They're one of the few places in the area that we let carry our wine, and they actually are the only ones that have the rosé. And we just want to see them back in action along with all our other restaurant friends. So let's all knock on wood that this won't be.
Can Daddy say something about the parish, because he never says anything?
Yeah, Dad, why don't you tell us about the parish? It's a restaurant in Healdsburg, guys.
The parish is my place.
That's his place. Dad,
I go as often as I can because they serve New Orleans food, and it's the only place outside of New Orleans where the food is as good as it is in New Orleans. They do a wonderful job of replicating the New Orleans dishes.
And tell them how you get a free meal there from time to time.
If you forget your wallet, then they will say, and you tell, "Oh, I forgot my wallet."
Do you know he did
you've been pulling that scam a lot. They haven't figured it out.
Say, "Oh, don't worry about it."
He did it again the other day.
He did?
I was so mortified.
I think it's Bradley that's comping these meals. We should do something nice for Bradley. Look, there, Carla says you got that right, Mr. Steve. So, look at there. There's Nick Bazan. Little Nicholas has said, shout out to Poppy. That's awesome.
Someone asked if we sell these glasses. That's all.
We actually do not sell these glasses, but we could. And I think we should, and we will. Now, I want to show you these glasses, guys, because they're just really cool. So this is Gabriel Glass. Beautiful. This is their sort of pro glass, right? But we had the etching done after the fact. We could certainly start selling these. That's not a bad idea.
Is it a universal glass? Is it good for red as well as white?
That's a great question, and the answer is yes. It's the closest thing to a universal glass. There's nobody that'll agree that one glass can work for all wines. But they had like 10 somms try these, and they all said, "Look, this is the closest thing to the universal glass." It's all about where the it's hitting you in the nose and the palate, and so but we love them. So yeah, well, that's a good idea. And we do have these little Govino plastic glasses which are washable and they have Flambeaux on them. They're a lot of fun when you're outside. So yeah, I'm gonna look through a few more of these comments here and see if anybody has any questions that I have not answered. Nicole, have you been looking at the feed?
I glance pretty often.
Good. All right, let's see here.
They loved the glasses when they visited in September. Then they we're drinking out of these glasses. If you visited in September, these were the glasses that you had wine out of.
What? Who was that visited in September? I'd love to know. I don't see it right now.
I can't tell.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Did Dr. Chardonnay and his group come out in September, or that was last? Someone's asking what our cheese is.
Ah, okay, that's a great question. So let's see. So I think what we're pairing with is the only cheese that we had. So that kind of so it's probably not a perfect, but it is true. What do you think, Pat? Actually, what does pair well with Cabernet?
Hard cheeses, actually sausages work better with Cabernet, but like Manchego and those kinds of cheeses work better than but the cheddar's not bad if you drink enough wine.
I see the person that visited in September is one of our Miami friends, and I absolutely remember that. So, by the way, I gave them cheat sheets so they couldn't mess up, you see? So these are our technical notes, and like I said, we don't want to bore you with all the tech, but the reason that this Sonoma Valley I think is particularly special is it's 100% French oak, right? And the cab from here is 60% American oak, 40% French, so you'll really see a difference. And why do we do that, Nicole? Nicole actually goes to tastings a lot, so I want to hear why we do that.
Why we do the American oak?
Yeah.
Well, it just kind of you have less tannins whenever you age in an American oak.
And why would you want to do that on the Dry Creek property?
Well, I like it just because it makes it a little bit more drinkable. It's not as robust as one that's aged in French oak.
She nailed it. And the fact is that all those tannins can take away from the minerality. You don't taste the grapes as much. You don't taste that minerality. We want you to taste Dry Creek's, the Dry Creek grapes, because you really get to taste. It's an iron-rich soil. It's got a lot of minerality. It's just a beautiful place to make cabs. So let's see who else we got here. We got the 305. All right.
American oak from Minnesota. That's a good question.
Ah, that's a great question. In the American oak, there's Brian coming in from Minnesota asking, and the answer is yes. Most of our American oak comes from Minnesota. You need white oak. Can't be red oak. So American oak. The thing about American oak, so you know, guys, is it's a little looser grained. If you look at it under a microscope, the holes look a lot bigger, meaning it gets more oxygen in, meaning you're going to have less tannins from that aging process. So you get a little bit smoother wine. You get to taste the fruit. But some people just love tannins, especially on the, California Cabernets like the Sonoma Valley, which come from a little bit higher altitude, a little bit more blue fruit, right? Think about your darker fruits, your blackberries, etc.
Look, we have some more. I'm sorry. We have some more people enjoying their wine with gumbo tonight.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to David and Susan.
What is the perfect
David
gumbo
and
wine?
Susan Ayu.
What's the perfect gumbo wine? Is Zin better than Cab gumbo?
I think so.
I think, let me tell you something about Zin, guys, and I think Jude Bear would agree with us. Zin it's a beautiful grape. It is sort of an underappreciated grape. I didn't know about it a lot when I came here. What I discovered is it has a wide range. You can pair it with barbecue, Thai food, gumbo, really anything spicy with a lot of flavor. It just kind of takes it all in, and it also doesn't need to be paired with anything. It's great by itself. It's just a good drinking wine. You're sitting around with friends like we're doing right now, and try it. It doesn't have to be ours. Just try Zinfandel. It really is a beautiful varietal. Here we go. Kevin Perry, truly enjoyed all the wine during Mardi Gras and currently out. You know the answer, Kevin. Order some wine, Kevin. In fact, everybody order wine. It doesn't have to be Flambeaux. What I want you to do is support the Sonoma, well, really all wineries, but certainly Sonoma. We have a lot of friends out here, a lot of boutique wines that just, they need you to order. It's a direct-to-consumer business for a lot of these people, and I know we're all stuck in the house and maybe focused on other things, but we support everybody we can, restaurants included, for sure. We're drinking the 17 Zen, Crowned by His Love. Love it. Love it. All right, so I'm going to drink some more wine and continue. So, Mom, you talk some while I drink some more wine.
There was an article in the New York Times today that the wine stores are running out of wine. There's a rush on wine.
Go online.
I guess all those people sitting in their apartments are entertaining themselves with wine. So the moral of that story is order now while we still have it.
That is for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, look, we don't have a shortage of wine here, guys. We have a lot in reserve and in what we call the cave, and we are going to drink our share. But please, here we go. Cabin lasagna. Love it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
You know, and it also depends on the cab. I would really love lasagna with our dry creek because it tends to be a little bit redder, and it pairs well with those kind of tomato sauce.
Somebody was in as well. Would they be willing to share their lasagna recipe?
Yes, we would love to have the
Recipes you think would go well with our wines, we'll try and prepare them.
I love it. And Monica Dejan says hi, Monica, another club member there. And I'm just gonna say Pete because I'm not seeing it. I had red beans and rice with this cab. I love it. That's interesting. I would see the Zin with it. I'd love to know. Here we got a video request here. I'm gonna patch him in. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Somebody's coming in. 1 second. We'll wait for him. Share your recipe, Grace. Waiting on Crown by his love. We'll see if he comes in. I'm going to give it a minute. There it is. Coming in now. Hold on. I'm going to back up.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going in Sonoma?
Oh, it's going well. How are you guys?
Well, we're drinking now, so it's good.
Well, then you've already won. You've already won this battle. So
Yeah.
tell us, a little bit about you, who you are, and what you're drinking.
Labor Day we did a tasting with Lando and him.
You want to talk? Billy's doing the narrating over here.
All right, let's go. Let's get a little narration. I love it.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, kick back. The wife did a red sauce, and we got a 17 Zen, and we just kicked back. Glad that y'all did this activity here, and we're enjoying it.
Absolutely love it. And how's that Zen pairing? What is that? What did you say? You got red beans?
No, red sauce.
Red sauce.
Yeah, man, and the Zinfandel. It's going great.
I love it. I love it. 17's in. It's a winner, guys. Although I will tell you, for those that I don't know if you like Chardonnay, even if you don't, try our Chardonnay. If you're feeling white one night, it is pretty
Had the
special.
rosé 2 nights ago.
I love it. Which one? The 18 or the 17?
The one that
It's
I
okay.
got.
It's not a trick. It's
No,
not a
I
trick.
don't
I promise.
remember. It's the one I got in my last, not this past club shipment, the one before that.
It could have been the 18. Look, I love rosé. It has come a long way with me, and it's from every grape in that rosé is from this property. The one that, if you look out here, that's where the grapes come from. The rosé Zinfandel right there, and then over here is our cab. I'll go show you real quick. Hang on, we'll go back to the host in a second.
My daughter texted me the other night and said, "Put wine in the fridge."
Look, there's the cab, guys, and there's the Zen. So what else is happening? Oh wait, here comes Stella. Watch, want to do the trick? Let's mess with her, okay? Stella, what's that? What's that? What is it, Stella? What is it? What is it? Okay, I don't know. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, you know why? You know what this is? You want a kiss? Okay, I'll take a kiss. Thank you. Look, I can't do it. There. Okay. All right. Let's let Stella go be Stella. All right. Now we're gonna get her to do it. Stella, what is that? What is it? There she goes. Go bark. The one time we want her to not do that. All right. All right. So my parents have. Hey guys, just so you know, Monica, my parents have these really annoying, ugly dogs, and we're stuck with them on the property. And I didn't put them on film because I didn't want to scare anybody off.
But next time.
But as you can see, my dad gets very hurt when we talk bad about the dogs. He loves those dogs. All right. Well, look, we love seeing you guys, and we love that you're in the club, and we just hope you're safe and healthy, and we really appreciate you joining us.
No problem. Y'all have a good evening.
Talk soon, guys. We loved it. All right. There's somebody asking for Stella. So I think that's been long enough, tortured you long enough, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed the virtual tasting with these lovely people. And then Stella, you say hi one last time? Say bye. All right, guys, we will see you all in the next virtual tasting, which will probably be next week, unless if they choose that they don't want to, which I think is possible. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.